The number 3 ranked golf player in the world, Cameron Smith, remained in that position despite his victory at the Australian PGA Championship. What details do we have about this? The former coach of Tiger Woods, Hank Haney, was irritated at the fact that LIV Golf's Cameron Smith didn't get an increase in rank after his win in the Australian PGA Championship. This led to him making a statement to OWGR. What did he say? First up, LIV Golf's Cameron Smith lost a match to LPGA Tour legend and a pricey bottle of wine. In 2022, LIV Golf's Cameron Smith has not had many defeats, but recently this year, the strong Australian was beaten by legendary LPGA Tour player and fellow countrywoman Karrie Webb. 47-year-old Webb is a 7-time major champion and a 41-time LPGA Tour winner. Her completion of the Super Career Grand Slam at the Women's British Open in 2002 marked the pinnacle of her professional career. Webb, a member of the World Golf Hall of Fame, will start play in the Australian Open in Melbourne at both Victoria Golf Club and Kingston Heath Golf Club. This is the first tournament in which male and female golfers will compete simultaneously on the same course for equal prize money. A motivational all-abilities championship will also be part of that tournament. The decision is undoubtedly a step in the right direction for the historic competition, which was first founded for the men in 1904 and will not have men and women competing in the same tournament or playing in the same groups. In 1974, the women's competition was started. For the first time in the event's lengthy history, the DP World Tour, the PGA Tour of Australasia, and the One Asia Tour will co-sanction the men's tournament. The WPGA Tour of Australasia and the LPGA Tour will host the women's tournament. But getting back to Webb, she could not contain her joy when she revealed that she defeated Smith, the Australian PGA winner from the previous week and the world number 3 in the men's game, a few weeks before he went on to win the Open Championship at St. Andrews in July. She also profited by getting a very expensive bottle of wine. With a beaming smile, Webb told Golf Australia ahead of the Australian Open that she was ahead when we got rained out, so he paid up. She said that he brought over a bottle of Grange and that had he told her on the first hole that that was what they were playing for, she doubts she would have played as well. Webb then said that she made Smith sign the bottle and told him she wouldn't drink it until one of them won a significant competition. And then 2 weeks later, he did at the Open, so they needed to have a drink to celebrate. Despite the fact that Webb is nearing the conclusion of her golf career, she is not ruling out a record-breaking 6th victory at the Women's Australian Open. Webb has won the tournament a record 5 times. She said that since she is not playing as much golf these days, she is trying not to wear herself out so that she won't be worn out when she tees off in the Open. Webb then said that she feels like she has played enough sandbelt golf over the course of her career that if she gets to a half-decent start, gets her blood pumping, and feels good out there, we never know what can happen. She concluded by stating that she doesn't put any expectations on it, but she believes that if she gets into a nice groove, she has a likelihood of winning. She then said that she wouldn't play in a tournament that she doesn't feel she has a chance in. Despite winning, Cameron Smith of LIV Golf does not move up the world rankings at all. Cameron Smith of LIV Golf scored some much-needed official World Golf Ranking (OWGR) points on Sunday at Royal Queensland when he inscribed his name for the 3rd time on the Australian PGA Trophy, which he dedicated to his grandmother Carol after acknowledging that he didn't think he had it in him. In the end, Smith carded a 3-under par 68, which was good for a 3-stroke victory against fellow Australian Jason Scrivener. Smith, who was clearly fatigued, fought back tears as he confessed that he wasn't sure he would have the strength to finish the job. He was competing in front of an enthusiastic home audience that was cheering him on with each and every shot. The bad news is that Smith is still 3rd. Smith earned 10.6 points for winning the tournament that was co-sanctioned by the DP World Tour and the PGA of Australasia. This was Smith's 5th victory of 2022. However, that only elevates him to 8.0992 in the OWGR, maintaining him in 3rd place. Rory McIlroy leads with 9.1888 points, with Scottie Scheffler still in 2nd place, having 8.8238 points. On a 7.8111, Patrick Cantlay is in 4th place, and Jon Rahm is in 5th at 7.1143. Even though McIlroy won't be participating in any more challenging tournaments in 2022, he will still finish the year in front. However, the Ulsterman will team up with Tiger Woods for the match's upcoming match against Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas. Woods is now ranked 1,277th in the world. Since he decided to sign up for the LIV Golf Tour, which is supported by Saudi Arabia and will begin play after the Tour Championship concludes at the end of August, Smith, who will be competing in the Australian Open, has been barred from gaining world ranking points. LIV Golf is still hoping to join the OWGR list at some point, although there haven't been any developments prior to the launch of the new LIV Golf League in 2023. Following his switch, Smith has continued to be around the top of the world rankings, while other significant champions have not fared as well. Dustin Johnson, a 2-time major champion, is now unthinkably down in 38th place, and Brooks Koepka, a 4-time major champion, is down in 48th. LIV Golf executives are struggling mightily with the OWGR PR issue as they scramble to entice some of the biggest names in the game to join their breakaway circuit in 2023. On another side of the world rankings, with his first DP World Tour victory in just his third race, Englishman Daniel Bradbury, 23, has climbed 846 spots this week to a career-high 551st position in the world rankings. Bradbury, who was taking part on a sponsor's invitation, has now successfully qualified for the Open Championship for the first time in his professional career. Cameron Smith's misfortune leads to a berating remark from Tiger Woods' former coach. Firstly, what was Woods and Haney's partnership like? Early in 2004, Woods and Haney started their journey together, and they were partners for more than 6 years. Woods made 93 PGA Tour starts during that time, winning 31 of them. Throughout his tenure with Hank, the golfing great had a 33.3% winning rate. Even if it seems unbelievable, his accomplishments during that period did not end there. He competed in 23 major tournaments, winning 6 of them. With the exception of 13 players over the course of the game's history, Woods has more tour victories during that time. He also has more major victories than any player except for 10. His achievements at this period were astounding. Sadly, like with all wonderful things, their partnership ended, but admirers ponder whether Woods would have won more awards and perhaps more majors if he had continued with Hank. Hank Haney gained notoriety for his 6 years of training Tiger Woods almost 2 decades ago. The illustrious trainer is frequently in the news for his outspokenness and contentious remarks. Haney recently expressed his strong opinion once more. He criticized the OWGR representatives for not ensuring Cameron Smith received what was due him. Cameron Smith was used as an example by Haney to criticize the official World Golf Ranking. He stated that just consider that Cameron Smith will be ranked 50th in the OWGR in a few more months. In an irritated tone, the trainer stated that if they called themselves the official World Golf Rankings, then they should figure out how to rank the greatest players in the correct order. Since leaving the team in August to play for the league sponsored by Saudi Arabia, Cameron Smith has been unable to get ranking points for competing in live golf events. He's also subject to the same prohibition as the other golfers and is not permitted to play on the PGA Tour or the DP World Tour. Smith's outstanding season before quitting the PGA Tour helped him maintain his third-place ranking in the world. He recently competed on the PGA Tour of Australia, where he added another victory to the year's long record by taking home the 2022 Australian PGA Championship. If live golf is not soon given the go-ahead for OWGR points, Smith won't be able to maintain his top rankings for very long. It appears that won't be happening anytime soon, which is unfortunate for Cam. Do you believe the official World Golf Ranking will ever accept live? If so, would it be too late for champions like Cameron Smith? What other golf news do you want us to feature? Let us know through the comments section. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching.
The last couple of weeks, the drivers got me a little bit in trouble. Haven't hit as many fairways as I'd like, and the rough the last couple of weeks has been pretty brutal as well. So
glad to be here. It's a beautiful course and a nice day, and we got a lot of kids out here, so it's really cool.